A top White House official, sporting an exaggerated grin, stands in front of a wildly distorted map of North America while announcing plans to turn Canada into the 51st state. Nearby, a baffled flock of Canadian geese waddles around a golden throne where Donald Trump presides like a king, appearing both confused and oddly triumphant. In a chaotic negotiation scene, Canadian and American diplomats, dressed in casual attire with popcorn in hand, watch Peter Navarro dramatically propose absurd changes to the Canadian border. Outside, Justin Trudeau, clad in a superhero cape, rolls his eyes at a massive billboard proclaiming "Canada not for sale," flanked by skeptical citizens holding protest signs. With glee, Peter Navarro stands on a soapbox shouting into a megaphone about reimagining borders, while confused tourists snap selfies in front of the White House adorned with a Canada 51 banner. Nearby, Donald Trump enthusiastically shakes hands with a whimsical caricature of the Keystone XL pipeline under the watchful eye of a disgruntled Canadian moose expressing its disapproval. In a bizarre scene, Peter Navarro, dressed as a Wild West cowboy, attempts to lasso a cartoon Canadian flag while bewildered onlookers gasp at his antics. Meanwhile, Justin Trudeau dons a referee shirt, blowing a whistle as he engages in a humorous tug-of-war with Donald Trump over an enormous container labeled Canadian Resources, highlighting the ridiculousness of their rivalry. In a satirical twist, a cartoonish Canadian Parliament building finds itself overshadowed by a massive Trump wall sign, as perplexed Canadian politicians gaze upwards in astonishment. Meanwhile, Donald Trump, sporting a construction helmet, examines a blueprint titled Operation Canada, while casually perched on a mound of maple leaves and dollar bills, symbolizing his unfounded ambitions. Amidst laughter, Peter Navarro is seen absurdly wielding giant scissors to cut a comically oversized ribbon on a map proclaiming "Welcome to State 51," as bewildered squirrels look on with raised eyebrows. Contrasting this, Justin Trudeau, clad in a superhero costume, stands assertively on a podium beneath a "Canada Stands Firm" banner, dramatically gesturing toward a towering snowman, donning a tinfoil hat, embodying the surreal clash of ideas. In a nonsensical display, Peter Navarro stands proudly atop an enormous stack of cheeseburgers branded "American Values," making ludicrous claims as a baffled crowd holds up signs reading, "What is this?" Nearby, Donald Trump, dressed in a hilariously oversized white suit and top hat, juggles bottles of maple syrup while proclaiming, "I'll make Canada great again," leaving a group of bewildered Canadian tourists scratching their heads in disbelief. In a comical spectacle, Peter Navarro foolishly tries to cover the Canadian flag with a giant paint roller, as unimpressed American eagles soar overhead. In an epic juxtaposition, Justin Trudeau, clad in medieval knight armor, wields a foam sword defiantly in front of a towering Fortress Canada, valiantly defending against a horde of cartoonish American invaders, illustrating the absurdity of the situation. In a hilarious news segment, a gleeful anchor enthusiastically reports from a ludicrously adorned studio filled with stuffed moose and gigantic bottles of maple syrup, emphasizing the surreal nature of events. Simultaneously, Donald Trump, donning a circus ringmaster's outfit, brandishes a megaphone as he directs a raucous spectacle where Canadian beavers juggle barrels of oil, delighting an onlooking crowd of amused Americans, encapsulating the ridiculous blend of politics and entertainment. Above a bustling Canadian street festival, a colossal inflatable Trump balloon hovers as festival-goers proudly sport "Not My State" t-shirts and wave Canadian flags, showcasing their resistance. Meanwhile, Peter Navarro entertains onlookers in a ridiculous magician's outfit, pulling an absurdly long string of U.S. flags from his top hat, leaving a bewildered audience of Canadians shaking their heads in disbelief at the farcical display. On a bustling city street, a cartoonish Peter Navarro stands atop a soapbox plastered with sticky notes declaring "Crazy ideas," as amused passersby hurl tomatoes and erupt in laughter at his outlandish propositions. In contrast, Justin Trudeau takes the stage, dressed as a rock star, passionately singing into a microphone marked "Canada Rocks," igniting cheers and flag-waving from enthusiastic Canadian citizens who revel in their national pride. In a humorous twist, Peter Navarro finds himself encased in an enormous transparent bubble labeled "Old Ideas," much to the amusement of perplexed onlookers who laugh and point at his predicament. Meanwhile, Justin Trudeau, adorned in a vibrant superhero costume, gracefully soars over Parliament Hill, trailing a bold banner that proclaims, "Freedom is non-negotiable," leaving captivated children gazing up in wonder, embodying the spirit of resistance.